With everything inspected where we want it to be, we had to take it apart one more time because now we're at the final stage.
It is a dial with an SUV going downhill. That is your downhill assist.
This is what they do in their spare time.
Yeah, my man.
Everybody that's going to touch this thing or some hair is going to need a pair of gloves. We always want to take this thing back over on the side that it rolled. We were out on a recovery on Wheeler's Pass, and the vehicle had rolled all the way on its hood upside down with all four wheels straight up in the air. When it was looked at, it would have been easier to continue to roll it downhill. But it already rolled on this side and we already have damage on this side. Theoretically, we do not have damage on this side. I don't want to ever cause more damage than is already there. So if it's rolled on that side, I want to bring it back the same direction that it rolled. I don't want to cause more damage. When we found Keith in a ditch, he wasn't upside down like this, but one side of his Jeep was against the bank. My number one goal is get the paint off the rocks. So if Keith had slid in the ditch and one side of his Jeep is on the rocks, I could probably hook a rope to him and drag him back up out of the ditch. But I'm going to drag the side of his car all the way along the ditch. So the first thing I want to do is hook winches up high so I have leverage and pull back the direction that it came. Does that make sense? So we're going to want 3 winches on this. I don't care who the 3 are, if you're one of them. What we're going to do is we're going to put 2 vehicles back this way.
Okay, guys. I gotta grab my gloves.
Where's Daryl in the corner?
What, the gate closed?
I'm going to assume for a second that I can't get 2 vehicles back here perpendicular 90 degrees to the car. I really want to roll it straight that direction. So I want 2 winches. I want 2 vehicles back here side by side. We're going to put 1 winch near the front of the vehicle. We're going to put the other winch to the back of the vehicle. We're going to actually pull this winch a couple feet first and turn the car sideways before we bring it back over this way. I want a 3rd winch on the other side. We're going to go ahead and hook another line to the other side. So as these 2 pull it over, we're going to use the 3rd winch to set it down real slowly. I can drop this on its head, but if Greg's Jeep was rolled on its side, he's probably not going to want to watch me drop it on the ground. So we're going to try to let it down slowly. So I need 3 winches. Who wants to play? All right. Why don't we put Brian and Shane on this side? I want one of you about right off of the nose of the tires, and the other one kind of straight off of the rear tires. So side by side. Back about this far, Shane. Who's my 3rd winch?
There's a winch.
Do I have a 3rd winch? Will you just leave that gate open for the people that are leaving?
Go do it.
I'm recording.
Okay, right here. Straight off the tire. I can be
Directly north. So if we pull one like right here off the tire, the other one over there, and we pull it out hand over hand, I'm going to use my muscles and my arms and my shoulders to pull it out. And if it sticks or binds, I don't have to worry about slipping on my feet or pulling my back or my arms. So we're going to pull this rope out. It's kind of twisted in there. We're going to see if we've got enough. So Ryan's already got his out.
Well, you didn't have to wait for teacher to talk.
Okay, now we need a couple people to hook up to this car. Who wants to hook it up? You want to hook up? So come over here to the car, please.
We're just gonna see how they do it. I can get Jackie's head on my way. Thanks, man.
Don't put the rope. I'm not gonna say it on camera, Steve.
I'll blurp it out.
Don't put the rope anywhere that it can get pinched. So I don't want to take Brian's winch rope and hook it right up in here where his winch rope's going to get dropped on. I want to take some kind of tree saver and get myself farther away. So this A-arm here is probably a good solid point on the car. However, when we drop this car, the odds are it's going to fall on my strap. I don't want it to fall on my winch rope. I don't want to damage my rope, but I'm going to use this strap. If this were a vehicle with a frame, I would try to get a frame rail up in here, but I don't have a frame rail. How about your I like going as high as I can because we're trying to pull back over and down. If I hook too low, I'm just going to drag the car. So I like as high as I can.
Does it have to go like can it come down right here? Like
Could I go around the back?
yeah. Well like still through here, but instead of dropping it down, like you can drop it back through here.
There you go over
I
the
could.
it's wider again.
I just want some solid piece of gear. If this car is upside down, it's probably already totaled.
Yeah.
I've never told anybody their car's probably totaled because they don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I just tell them I'll get them back to the road. So we need to recover this thing. If we just put it behind, it may slide down.
Yeah.
I want as high as I can. And if I could get around the wheel, I would, but then I'm guaranteed to set on my strap. So that's probably a good solid point. It's not going to go anywhere.
What if maybe it's an option, and only as a question, why not around the spokes of the wheel?
Because the wheel's going to turn.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and hook your winch line up. Got some brake lines. So this. I'd have to get it through there.
Oh, I thought it was open.
Right here. We can do that. See this? This is the lower arm. Come around this side and look at the upper arm. The upper arm's pretty solid.
That's a pretty little shackle there.
Looks like this arm right behind the lower
There's a frame rail right below that too, correct?
So this frame rail?
Yeah, that big fat frame rail.
We could. This is probably plenty stout, and I want to be as high as I can.
possible.
Use his stuff so it gets dirty.
So I can come around all of this because my force is going to be on that piece in the back.
Which is good, right?
And this is
You want to come?
this
in
is
front
the
of
point. This is the point you were making earlier about force, right? It's all there.
Force is there, not on the front.
You guys okay with that?
Yeah, I think so.
I like it.
All right.
I'm groovy.
Take that other soft shackle and let's hook this up.
Soft shot. Take it
I
apart.
already know how that works.
Yes, sir.
You were wondering where you're going to tie to this thing, right?
Yes.
So they got both straps tied in. You see how and what they went around.
So is that? Oh, I guess that's the
This
upper.
looks similar to when they did yours.
Okay. That's the same place we did that, huh?
Go ahead and put it through there, and then we would go through that hook also.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we need to put the loose end through there.
Small end. So is it okay to run that shackle metal like that or not? I like that.
Your hard shackle? Yeah, you can put a hard shackle in there. That's what that hole's for. But this one will go through.
Right. And mine won't fit through. That's why I was wondering.
Because you got the bigger.
I got the bigger.
Yeah.
I bought everything big. I thought the bigger was better.
Tim, that's what me and Taylor there.
Okay.
You know how it is, man. Go big or go home, right?
Now we've got two lines on this side. Let's come around the other side. We're going to rig something on the other side so we don't drop it. is this thing's already totaled
So why is that not sitting right there? Is that just where somebody left it?
because that's where Terry put it so he didn't have to go on the ground. I like to keep an old towel in my truck for a lot of reasons. If I've got to lay on the ground, I can lay on a towel. If I go out to the lake, if I get wet muddy, I can use this towel. But I want to protect this strap, and I told you I want to protect the rope. I want the rope in the air from his Jeep to whatever my connecting point is. But I need to connect something here. If I connect this rope here, when this thing goes over, my rope's going to be laying across the top of the vehicle. I want to protect the rope. So I don't want this rope within about 10 or 15 feet
Are you getting him
of
too?
that vehicle, because when it goes over, I don't want the rope on the vehicle. So I'm going to use this strap. It's about 4 miles long.
But it's so
It might have been 30 feet, but it is a great colored blue.
It is a great strap. So I know the windows broke out, and I don't know where all the glass is. I can take this strap and I can run it through here.
Right here.
Hit it with a rock.
Did he say hit it with a rock?
Especially if it's your brother's
We could go to the frame up over the side, but if the side's
Or
not
brother-in-law's
damaged, I don't
car.
want to damage the side. If you've got something so far over that you're trying to slow it down, it's got damage all over the place. But again, don't do more damage. So I don't want to hurt his strap. So when I put his strap in here, I'm going to take this old towel, I'll fold it in half, and I'm going to run this towel through here.
I thought it was for signaling spaceships.
Well, I can.
And then I'm going to run the strap around the towel. So right now that strap is sliding on my towel. Pull that in back. Take this in with you.
I like how he's keeping that on there.
And then we're going to use that soft shot and we'll hook it to...
I'll walk this to the fence.
Yes. Keep going. Keep going.
Nice.
Can use this. It's not rated.
So seriously though, on this part,
That's a rated hook.
You got a Warren winch? There you go.
It's a Terry winch.
Because if I overlap...
Without the W.
It's exactly the straight line as opposed to trying to stretch.
It's not a Warren.
So we can do one of two things. We can put the soft shackle in there, or if he's got a big enough hook, then we'll take both of these straps comfortably. Look at that. We can put that in there.
Talk about the rock where it was pulling.
but he explained mine. Mine was pulling out.
Yes.
So I've got these two straps overlapped. They're both pulling directly together. We're not pulling them apart.
But your point's out.
So what I'd like you to do, Terry,
That's something I gotta get fixed. Is my remote control battery
what I
died.
need you to do is pull some of this rope.
And you can't just change it. No, well, it has those little weird
When-
BIOS batteries. But
When
I
somebody's
changed them out.
pulling a winch line in, don't let it slide through your hands. Don't put your hands within 2 feet of that winch. That winch will put 10,000 pounds of torque or 4 or 6. It'll take your fingers off. So I've seen people carries the winch, and here's the fairlead. I've seen people hold this winch as it's being pulled in with their fingers right there. Well, if this rope picks up a stick, a twig, a branch, it grabs your hand, you lose your fingers. So don't ever hold the rope within a couple feet of the fairlead. It's not a good idea to let the rope go through your hands. So pull it in like your winch. We'll pull toward you. So if I grab this rope and I feed it in hand over hand, I'm not going to get caught on a stick, a branch, a sharp thing, something as it gets pulled in. Once you get within that last couple feet, hold that hook real daintily. Keep your fingers the hell out of the way. So there, keep tension on that rope. What's that?
So, since this is what do you call it? Dynamic strap? No, what kind of strap?
Dynamic, not kinetic.
Kinetic.
This is not a kinetic strap, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're just slowing the
Or
roll.
Gonna go down some.
Gonna go down?
That's probably good, Terry. I don't think you need to go all the way in. Okay, so let's go back over to this side. And we normally do this on the radio so we can talk to all of these people at once. So what I want to do over here, I'm going to have both of these guys put tension on their ropes, but not pull. So, you want to take this rope in, just elevate it up off the ground, but don't pull on the car yet. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to rotate that car a little bit so that it's 90 degrees to where we're going to drop it. If I start pulling it this way, it may go sideways, something else. So Shane, I want you to take a little more tension. We're going to try to rotate the car so that it's square with you guys. Both of you take a little tension, but don't pull on the car. Alright, when we go to pull, Shane, you're going to pull a little more than Ryan, because I want to try to turn the car a little bit. It may come right over where it is, but I'd like to try to turn it. Not yet. I want to keep on the other side.
You gotta tighten up over there first?
Yeah, he's going to tighten up.
Yeah.
You don't need to be pulling on the car, because I got to get it up over 45 degrees. Okay, that's probably okay right there, Keith. Once we start to get the car up, you're going to catch it and you're going to slowly let it down. Okay, let's go ahead and pull a little bit on your line. You're not square. Let's have Ryan and Shane both pull about each. Okay, hold on. We're going to bring it up to the tipping point very slowly. So this is what I was telling you guys earlier. If we had put pulleys on this side, everything would happen in backwards. Since we're hooked up straight, everything's going to happen at real speed. So I want you both just bump three. When I say three, just give it a little bump. We're going to bring it to the tipping point, and I don't want to slam it. So 2 to 3, just give it a bump. Right now. 2 to 3 bump. Not a pull, just a bump. Give me another bump now. Okay, hold on. I don't want to tear the car in half, so I need to make sure Keith is bumping out at the same rate you're bumping in.
So normally this would be radio.
Yeah.
Yes.
As they bump in, let's do the bump out. Okay? On 3, everybody's going to bump. 1, 2, 3, hit the bump. Come on. Hit the bump. Hit the bump. 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Right about in the tipping point. On the 3 Okay, go ahead.
I don't think that was loud enough. My hands are frozen.
Anytime we can slowly drop it to the winch, that actually next lock. Hey, you're in charge. Call Brian if you guys want to see that. All right, tighten it up, tighten it up.
So at this point, all three winches are tightening up, right? Oh, he's completely removed. Okay. So it's just the two pulling it down that you're gonna let it drop. It was not as big as a bang as I thought it would be. All right, so here it is. The makeshift rolled over vehicle that was pulled back down first by 3 Jeeps on a slow and steady, put it back on its wheels, and the second attempt just to let it drop on its wheels.
Hey, oh, Shane. Shane.
You know, with Jackie right next to it, it looks natural.
No, we're
Greg?
messing with it.
Take it apart.
Alrighty, I'm going to give you a little explanation on this demonstration here. I had just attended a class for winch and recovery, and the demonstration was in the parking lot of where the class was held, and so it was super quick to let us participate on what it would be like to help assist a rolled over vehicle. At this time of night, of course, we're nowhere in the mountains where we would recover something there in that kind of a need, so we used the parking lot as a demonstration with an old donated vehicle that was rolled over via forklift. And the demonstration was hoisting points, where to attach the winch rope or whatever you're going to use. We had 2 Jeeps on one side with their winches, one in the front of the vehicle, one toward the rear of the vehicle, and then a third vehicle on the opposite end of the vehicle with a third winch to maintain or control the drop. This way it went down slow and steady on its tires. And of course the second demonstration was just the 2 primary vehicles, and let the demo vehicle just fall on its tires, just so we can see the I guess the initial impact with and without assistance of the third winch for the control. But this is definitely a neat experience. The class was super good. It's something I'm going to take with me when I lead my own trails. But thank you for watching. I hope you found this at least entertaining. I know it wasn't very much. I did not offer a lot of information, but definitely a good experience for me anyway, since I attended a winch and recovery course. But thanks again. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me in this little fun moment here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, join us on all of our social platforms. And of course, please visit us at www.defiantjeep.com, where you can find all of your Jeep performance accessories, camping gear, and other merch. We'd love to see you on the trail.